Hey guys, this is Scott from the Forgot to Grow podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Agents of SHIELD. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 1, Episode 19, The Only Light in the Darkness. So for those of you who are new to the video series, I'm just going to be giving you the episode plot summary to start, then giving you my thoughts on this episode, followed by some elements of foreshadowing and Easter eggs I noticed in this episode. So let's just get started with that plot summary so you have some idea what happened in this episode, a little refresher for you guys. So the Wikipedia plot summary for episode 19 of season 1 says Koenig subjects Coulson's team to a rigorous lie detector test, which Ward narrowly beats to maintain his cover. Coulson takes Fitz, Simmons, and Triplett to stop Marcus Daniels, a superhuman and former Fridge inmate possessing the Dark Force, who is obsessed with cellist S1E19, Coulson's former love interest. That's the cellist. After rescuing Audrey, they devise a plan to lure out Daniels. The group overloads him with energy, causing him to explode. Coulson briefly comforts Audrey before withdrawing, as he plans on telling her he is alive some other day. Meanwhile, May leaves the team, tired of Coulson not trusting her. Skye and Koenig hack the NSA to get their eyes on the Hydra attack at the Fridge, forcing Ward to murder Koenig to prevent his discovery. Ward's discovery, that is. Skye finds Koenig's body and realizes that Ward is with Hydra, and in order to avoid suspicion by Ward, Skye joins him as they steal the bus before Coulson and the team return to the base. Later, we see May is picked up by her mother, of all people, in Ontario, Canada. That's right, my home province. Who helps her? That's her mother helps helps May in the look for Maria Hill. And that's the plot summary for this episode, guys. As you can see, a bunch happened again in this episode. These last few episodes of the season have so much happening in it. And as you can see from that plot summary, a whole lot happens. Skye's now discovered that Ward is part of Hydra. He murdered one of my favorite characters. Luckily, his brother comes back, and his brothers and his sister. I love those guys. But yeah, it's cool that not cool, but it's nice that not nice. That's not the word. I'm looking for the right words here. I like that in this episode we get that the way that Skye discovers Ward's kind of secret. It's not kind of as obvious. She has to put the pieces together and then keep it from him that she knows. And I really like that. I like that they kept it kind of drawn to the end of the episode too, which was really kind of a little bit more of a tension builder, because we end off the episode seeing that she and that Skye and Ward are off in the plane going to get the hard drive de-encrypted, and so you kind of see like she's starting to put the pieces together of what Ward and Hydra want from her and why he came back, yada yada. So yeah, that was one of the cool elements. Some of the other stuff I like about this episode, we see that like at the beginning we get Ward kind of come up with this story to convince the team that he's still legit, and that he killed the clairvoyant, and which I thought was kind of interesting, that he was able to kind of craft this story to try and convince them and make sure to keep his cover, which is makes sense. He's got to keep his cover, but then it gets blown by him out to kill somebody. He could have just maybe been like, oh, Skye, maybe we shouldn't hack the NSA. He could have just said that instead of killing Patton Oswalt's character. Sorry, I just love that guy. Anyway, some other things I had written down. Oh, there's a quote from Coulson that I just really like him, and when him and Koenig are talking, he says the line that it's my duty to be the shield that protects them. And I always love when Coulson uses the word shield in a sentence that kind of is describing what the shield, he's using it as like a double entendre in a sense, and I like that. I enjoy those things. What else do I have right? Oh yeah, obviously the cellist in this episode. I totally forgot. I always forget that this is the episode where the cellist comes in, that we, get to see who it was. I don't remember if she comes back again or not, if they have a resolution to their storyline or not again. I can't remember that or not, but I really like that we got that little tie. You see how Coulson's kind of struggling with it, which I really like. You get a little more depth into his character, and I really like that when we get these little character moments from these characters in this show, and those are always nice moments. So what else do I have? Oh, the scene with orientation, he's putting them through the lie detector test. I love those. I love that kind of thing in any TV show, putting a team through, seeing how they each respond to these different questions. We got a couple MCU tie-ins with like Project Insight being mentioned, and somebody's name was it Alexander Pierce? Guys, let me know if I got that one right. They kept saying it, and I don't remember like half it. I think it was Alexander, or maybe it was Pierce. I was questioning myself on it. I should have went back and checked. I didn't. Anyways, next thing on my notes I have was that they were using Garrett's jet. So the bus was still being repaired, and they were flying around in Garrett's jet in order to do this mission, which I wrote down just because I remember mentioning either last episode or the episode before that I really liked that design, and I thought it was a shame they didn't use that jet more, and then they do it in this episode. So I stand corrected. But yeah, it's cool. I'm pretty sure that doesn't come back too much more after this season's over. But I just like that particular ship design of theirs, that Garrett's Quinjet design. I really like that uniqueness to it. So I like a different ship. What else do I have written down? Ward kills. What's his name? May leaves. I like that May leaves a little bit. Kind of draws a little attention to it. I like that they kind of hint that it's Ontario, Canada. My home province, where I'm at. Love that. And then I like her mom being introduced, and that she's obviously a legacy, that May's a legacy. Her mom obviously also having been in the spy game, and that they're off to look for Maria Hill, who obviously would be connected into Nick Fury. And so I like that connection. I believe next episode we get a little bit more of that. They end up finding Maria Hill and etc. But we can get to that in the next episode. What else do I have written down? Not a lot else written down besides what was already in the plot summary. The fact that, you know, Ward and Skye are off to get the hard drive de-encrypted because they need the certain GPS location to decrypt it, which I like as a little bit of a throwback. We've seen she did that before when at the beginning of the season, she did that with her own personal hard drive. That's how she locked it, so that the van had to be behind that one place in order for it to be unlocked. So I like that kind of little throwback there. I don't know if that's the exact location they go back to again, but we'll find out next episode. What else do I have written down? That's pretty much, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, a lot of this was in the plot summary, guys, but overall I just like this episode. It's a cool, little, interesting episode. I like that Ward's trying to hide the whole time. I don't like that he kills Patton Oswalt's character, but I know he comes back as his brothers, so that's a little bit of a nice thing when you're rewatching it. But what else? Yeah. Overall, I like this episode, guys, but let me know in the comments below if I missed anything that you guys thought was important or that you liked or you didn't like. Always like hearing your comments, guys. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and have a good one.